I apologize if there is an echo. My unprepared behind forgot my headphones. What a way to start the stream. Had all these things prepared and forgot the simplest things ever, headphones. So you guys don't have to hear the unnecessary noise. Oh, what a hectic day. It's happened when I do many things at once. I should be ready now. Yeah. Okay. Welcome to Zach Attack News Live. It is Tuesday. We're starting an hour later than we usually do because I did a nice stream with Raven Fans 09 earlier about physical media, and we're going to be talking about physical media a little bit on this stream as well. And you can definitely go check that out. I shared it all the places. But today we're going to be talking about a whole bunch of different news topics. I know things have been slow, but they're slowly trickling out little by little, and I'm super excited to talk to you guys about all this. So let's do this. Let's get this done. What Kenny Sparks says? Let's leave y'all. He's not serious about this streaming. How dare he open without being prepared? Oh, Kenny, how you gonna do it to me, man? How you gonna do it to me? We're gonna get straight into the first topic because there is a bunch of stuff to talk about, and I don't want to waste any of you guys' time. So, that is not the one. There we go. Dune Part 2. One of the biggest movie that's coming out in a long time for this year, because January and I want to say February have been very, very slow. So the first big movie of March is going to be the big movie of the year. And the early reactions for that film has come in, and some people are calling it a masterpiece. So this is coming from Dark Horizons, a website I use all the time. I don't always use them for stories because, you know, they link it back to other stuff, and that's usually where I go. But they have compiled a lot of the first reactions after the review embargo has lifted. It says, while its reviews aren't out yet, the social media review embargo on Denis Villeneuve Dune Part 2 are in, and the response has been gushing in every possible way. Just like Christopher Nolan, who gave it big praise, giving it comparisons to Empire Strikes Back, said are plentiful, with the film being called a sci-fi feature on a grand scale and a real return of visionary blockbuster filmmaking. More than a few who said they weren't so hot on the first film are seemingly much happier with this, and plenty of performances are drawing praise, especially Timothée Chalamet, my boy Timmy C. You know what I mean? The guy, he did Wonka, and they're saying that from Wonka and to this, it's like two different actors, and I'm glad he's getting to show his range. He played a sad boy for a very long time, and I'm glad that he did Wonka because Wonka was a very different from him, and he nailed it, and now he's going back to being a sad boy in this, so that's going to be interesting. And Austin Butler, who's on the rise after playing Elvis, is also getting praise. So Denis Villeneuve sticks the landing with Dune Part 2, a fascinating, terrifying character study told on a glorious, grand sci-fi scale. Timothée Chalamet and Zendaya are incredible, capital letters, in it. The set pieces are jaw-dropping. The supporting cast elevates all the rest. It's great. It was even better a second time. Wow. Just a wholly satisfying meal of a movie on every single level. I was left breathless by its detail and reticence. That is from Jermaine Lessier on IO9, reputable site that comes from. Dune Part 2 is damn immersive, which is important because the first one was immersive too, building out that world. Villeneuve crafts some truly visionary moments. Austin Butler gives a truly transformative performance, and not talking about makeup either. Very moving ending. That's good because that's the one negative I have for Dune Part 1 is the ending. So the fact that it has a moving ending is great. A wee bit long, yes. Okay, a little bit of a negative. Did I forget I saw it the next day? Did I forget I saw it the next day? Yes, still going to be massive. Did I forget I saw it the next day? Yes. Interesting. That's an interesting critique. They said it's visionary. It's awesome. It's awesome. But they're saying it is long, and he said that he forgot he saw it the next day. So he doesn't feel like it's that memorable. That's an interesting critique there. Unless I'm reading that wrong. Did I forget I saw it? Yeah. Okay, still gonna be massive. Greg Elwood from the playlist. That's interesting. Not only is this Denis' magnum opus, wow, that's big because I love a lot of his films. It's the definitive sci-fi epic of a generation, a tragic tale of blind fanaticism and corruption, a spectacular, soulful, and awe-inspiring masterclass of aesthetics and mood, beautifully echoing Paul's turbulent journey. Left me speechless. This is from Griffin Schiller at Awards Watch. Wow, I love the details in that. Dune Part 2 is phenomenal, more astoundingly epic than Part 1. Boldly realized Herbert's density in its political and religious themes. It's all so intricately crafted that it leads to one of the coolest and riveting climaxes I've ever seen. Wow, I'm so excited to see that. The fact that the ending is going to be so crazy. This is the best Timothée Chalamet performance he's ever delivered. Wow. In a sci-fi film at that. That's Randy Jones at Vanity Fair. I was kind of mixed on the first Dune. Dune Part 2 is phenomenal. Up there with the greatest sci-fi movies I've ever seen. I Want to Ride a Sandworm. That's from Mike Ryan at Uprocks. It's an immense and overwhelming at times. Imagine Zack Snyder made a grandiose, overblown sci-fi epic, but it landed, was good, and provoked awe. Oh, Rebel Moon shade. And imperfect. Very long, 2 hours and 45 minutes. You'll feel it. The cliffhanger makes it feel incomplete in a way Empire Strikes Back, which is often compared to, did not. Okay. Okay. So the cliffhanger makes it feel a little bit incomplete. A lot of people are saying the cliffhanger ending is amazing. This person didn't like it as much. He said it felt a little hollow compared to Empire Strikes Back. Still, bold blockbuster filmmaking continues again. This is Rodrigo Perez from the playlist. So two playlist people. Dune Part 2 is masterful filmmaking on an epic scale. Denis Villeneuve marries gripping character development to vast, sweeping cinematic visuals, and the cast evolves their roles. I slightly prefer the simpler Dune to this complex chapter, but it's still a towering achievement. From Sean O'Connell, Cinema Blend. This is an interesting one. He says masterful. It says epic scale. He said the character development is better than the first one, but he prefers Dune Part 1 because it's simpler. So Dune Part 2 is a little bit more of a complex story, a lot of interwoven storylines because we're getting a brand new characters. You know, they just announced that Anya Taylor-Joy is a part of the cast too, which I gotta say, like, this is gonna probably be one of the hottest sci-fi casts that we've got in terms of hot actors, male and female. So that's really interesting that he prefers Dune still, the first one at least. Zendaya, Rebecca Ferguson, Josh Brolin, Stellan Skarsgård, Dave Bautista, Stephen McKinley Henderson, Charlotte Rampling, Javier Bardem, Florence Pugh, Christopher Walken, Leia Sado also star in a film which is expected to be the biggest release of the first quarter of the year. What a cast! Dune Part 2 opens in cinemas every year, March 1st. And like I said, Anya Taylor joined the thing. She revealed it when they did the premiere. So yeah, those are the early reactions to Dune Part 2. Not as a slam dunk as I thought it was gonna be. I'm glad that everybody's like, "Oh, it's the greatest thing since sliced bread." Like some people are saying that, but some people are giving some of their negative reactions. It might be a little too long. It might be a little too complex. The ending maybe not as fulfilling as some people are saying. So those are things to look out going into the film. But overall, even those people with negative things to say that it's masterfully made. The story and the characters are done really well. So I can appreciate that. If the ending is not super strong, because I love Dune Part 1, but the ending wasn't super strong, I can definitely appreciate it if most of the movie's masterful. I don't mind a 2 hour and 45-minute movie. Last year I watched like 3-4 3-hour movies between Killers of the Flower Moon and Oppenheimer and Napoleon and whatever else, Beau Was Afraid. I don't mind long movies as long as they're fulfilling, and that's what it looks like we're gonna get. So those are the early reactions for Dune Part 2. If you are watching this after the stream, drop in the comments down below how you feel. Are you excited? Does this give you a little bit more juice to be going into this, or no? Let me know. But I'm going to get into the live chat, see what people have to say. Kal-El Daily, welcome to the chat. Zachariah, why? Why do you have to call me that? Kenny Sparks, thank you for the channel member coming on. The full government first name is crazy. That is not my full government name. My name is not Zachariah. Hey, Collective Movie Man, thank you for joining the live stream. Let's leave. Oh yeah, I saw that. And like you said, like the stream. I mean, subscribe and share. Dune Part 2 reaction. Forgot to put that up there. Let's see what else people have to say. Hey, Dave Show, welcome to the live stream. Just finished seeing Out of Darkness. Ooh, are you gonna do a review? Let me know. That's great news because I actually quite like Dune Part 1. So if the naysayers have been converted, that just means it might be truly be great. That is the one that makes me the early reactions say I didn't like Dune Part 1 that much, but I love this one. That makes me excited because I like Dune Part 1. So if this is even better than that, I'm super excited. I'm super excited for Dune Part 2 after enjoying Part 1. Yeah, you recently saw it, which I'm happy that you got to recently see it. I really liked your review. So I'm really, really excited to see this movie for you. I forgot I saw it the next day. Critiques always feel a little snooty all the time. Kenny, I am with you on that. I hate when people say stupid stuff like that. There's no movie I watch and I just forgot the next day. It's super snooty. There's a cliffhanger. I thought this was the final piece. No. They already greenlit Dune Part 3, The Messiah. So no, this is not the final piece. It's 3 movies. And then we're getting a spin-off film as well. Looks like we're getting a part 3 from the cliffhanger. Yeah, they already announced part 3. Dune the Messiah is going to be part 3. I haven't seen the first Dune. Is it good? It's great. I think it's great. If you like atmosphere, mood, world building with some interesting political stuff going on there with some religious ties and some great performances, and the action is good, but it's not a lot. Like being introduced to a new sci-fi world, is that the type of stuff you like? You'll love Dune Part 1. If that's not for you, if you like something more fast-paced, more action heavy, more regular dialogue, because they kind of talk in like this Victorian thing, but it's modern. And if you don't mind that type of stuff, you'll like it. But I'll say check it out. Definitely check it out. It's a grand scale film. I never considered Anya Taylor-Joy to be hot. She's not ugly at all, but hot, That's fair. I think I don't think she's hot. I think she's cute. Dune can be long. I just won't rewatch it as much if it were 2 hours. Okay, Dune can be long. I just won't rewatch it as much if it were 2 hours. Okay, I get what you're saying. Well, also, welcome to the channel, Chillmonger. Thank you for being in the live stream. I know what the ending is if you want to know because I've read the books. Is the ending also? No, I do not want to know what the ending is. I want to watch the movie. Don't tell me. I'm looking forward to it for sure. I sure am. I'll probably be lurking the rest of the stream so I can get it out for you. Nice. What's up? Hey, Dello Movies. Welcome to the live stream. My channel member. I appreciate your support. Also, my Dune review did fantastic view-wise and likes. I was shocked for it being a 3-year-old movie. It's the time. It just got re-released in theaters. A lot of people are discovering it. The Dune re-release made $30 million. So people are discovering it for the first time. People are watching it on streaming. So it was the perfect time for you to release that review. Bet I will. Nice nostalgia time. First of all, welcome to the live stream. And also come back and let me know what you feel about the Dune part 2 stream. Dune part 1 the movie after you watch it. Please, book readers, don't spoil the movie. Yes, Kenny Sparks has a great video on his channel talking about that when his Sparking Conversation series, where he talks about, yes, if you read the books, the comic book, the graphic novel, the webtoon, or whatever that something's based on, don't spoil it for us who don't want to read or didn't read it and just want to enjoy the visual media that we want to enjoy. Please don't do that. No one wants their ending of a movie spoiled except certain people. There's a few people that love spoilers. I am not one. Didn't care for Dune 1, but I'm hearing so much good about Dune 2. I might give it another go and then check out the sequel. So what I'm hearing from a lot of other early reactions that you don't need to watch Dune Part 1 to enjoy Dune Part 2. It's like a Batman Begins into the Dark Knight situation. So you might like Dune Part 2 without even, you're not liking Dune Part 1. So that's very interesting, I think. But this is really exciting news. I love the fact that Dune Part 2 is getting such early buzz. I really like the cast. I like the story. I like that we're getting something fresh into the sci-fi genre, even though it's based on something that's so old. And we had a TV movie, but it was so long ago, and they weren't executed at this level. So those are my reactions and my chat reactions to Dune Part 2 early reactions. I'm super hyped to hear what everyone thinks. Drop in the comments down below and let me know. We're going to be moving on to the next topic. Actually, Let me drop a poll for you guys before I do that. Start the poll. Dune Part 2. The Next Dark Knight. Yes or no? Because some people are comparing it to that too, the Dark Knight. So while I drop that poll in there, you guys get to Poland, like North Poland. We're gonna start talking about the good old Disney, the good old Disney. So this one is for all you physical media lovers out there like me, who love physical media and just scared about it going away. You know, scared about it going away with the Best Buy like not selling it no more, not even selling it online. Target starting to get rid of it. Walmart starting to get shaky. Amazon is like the only online where you can get it, and a lot of mom and pop shops that would sell it are starting to fade away. And especially if you don't live in a big city, it's even harder. Disney was getting ready to stop production on their physical media, and we have a new deal in place where Sony is actually doing something positive this week, other than releasing mediocre movies, and is saving Disney's physical media line. So this is coming from Deadline. Disney reaches licensing deal with Sony Pictures Home Entertainment for DVD and Blu-ray releases of its slate and catalog. This is by Dade Hales. Disney has reached a licensing deal with Sony under which the latter's home entertainment division will handle all Disney releases on DVD, Blu-ray, as well as all physical media production. It's the latest sign of the decline of physical media disc trade. Netflix last fall unplugged its foundational disc by mail service, and revenue from disc sales has continued to decline markedly in the streaming era. As indicated this month in 2023 recap by Digital Entertainment Group, a trade consortium. I don't know how to say that word, sorry. Is this zoomed in all the way? Yes, it is. So you guys can read. The DEG preliminary annual report found robust demand for movie titles, lifted overall revenue 70%, but the disc sales and rentals dropped 25% to just shy of 1.6 billion. So they're still making a lot of money, but it's just dropping really fast, unfortunately. The two studios declined to comment when contacted by Deadline. Sources familiar with the agreement, which was first reported by the website Digital Bits, said the new setup will operate on a licensing model. Sony will market, sell, distribute new Disney releases as well as catalog titles on DVD, Blu-ray, 4K Ultra DVD retailers and distributors in US and Canada. The shift was a part of a larger evaluation of Disney's strategy for reaching consumers and comes as the company is facing pressure from investors to deliver more cost-effective efficiencies. Restructuring and staff reductions in 2023 has delivered at least $7.5 billion in cost saving across the company. Disney historically has been a home entertainment power due to the family nature of the film slate, both animation and live action. Repeat viewing made even the initial hefty investments in VHS tapes in the 1980s worthwhile investments for families, with that behavior carrying over to the era of DVD and Blu-rays. Streaming, however, has become a default option for consumers in recent years. Disney is keenly focused as a company on finally achieving profitability in coming months on Disney Plus, which launched in November 2019, which is crazy. Sony, meanwhile, is not a combatant in the streaming wars in this way, has no streaming service other than Crunchyroll, because it says while it operates niche services like growing anime Crunchyroll, the company has no general entertainment platform of its own. Sony drops their stuff on Netflix. They have a deal with Netflix. Despite the downward trajectory of the sector, cinephiles will likely continue to support 4K Ultra DVD, which renders films in the highest available resolution. Last November, 4K copies of Oppenheimer sold out at major retailers, forcing Universal to scramble to replenish the stock before the end of the holiday season, which was very, very true. Very, very hard to get that. So yeah, I think this is a big deal. The fact that Sony is coming in and kind of saving a big thing. If Disney goes away with their physical media, and as you see, they have years and years of supporting physical media. And I'm sorry about the popping sound. My heat is coming up because it's cold. That would be a bad sign for other retailers and other production companies to kind of just cut away from it. And I'm glad that Sony stepped in to do this. I'm not sure the quality of their titles overall in terms of if they're going to be giving us steel books and really cool art, or if the slips and things like that. But I'm really, really happy that we are still going to get Disney stuff, and hopefully things like Barbarian. That's the thing I first thought about when I saw this. A movie like Barbarian, which I love, but it's only on Hulu and nowhere else on physical media, can get a physical release. Hopefully, movies that come out on Hulu that are really good, like that can get physical release, like Prey did. More maybe Disney streaming films that can get like cheap stuff that instead of them canceling it and just going away. Hopefully, they can preserve some of these streaming films in a way that Disney is just not ready to do. Live chat. What do you guys have to think about this? Let's see what you got to say. People still talking about Dune. I haven't seen Dune yet. I'm gonna have to watch it before I see part 2 next week. Yeah, I'm hopefully seeing part 2 on Sunday. We're here, Deli Deli. Dark Knight is a top 5 sequel. Agreed. Holy crap! Yeah, Batman Beyond. If they do a movie that's gonna make so much money, hopefully they don't do that much woke stuff like making Terry black. There's a lot to unpack there. Nostalgia. The way you use woke, and we'll talk about Batman Beyond very soon. Walmart is a bit shaky. They're lazy employees in Walmart doing their thing if you really look into it. Walmart is a bit shaky. Their lazy employees. It's Walmart doing their thing if you really look into it. I'm not sure what you mean by that. It's about time Sony does something good. I know. Look, Sony has other good movies outside of the Spider-Man verse, so I'm not gonna totally shit on them as a company. Because then the movie's trash. No one wants 30 copies of Eternals and Wish. Because the movie is, first of all, Eternals is not trash. Chill, Cal out. And Wish is mediocre. Sony, go make money for us. Release them DMC title, Sony. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Moving on to something else it's kind of Sony Disney related, but not, because we're going to be talking about some Spider-Verse stuff. This is coming directly from a website I don't use that much, so this is kind of rumor. This is from a rumor thing. I'm going to start getting into rumors here in a little bit, but this is from a source that has talked about this mostly. This is coming from the Ankler, talking about the Silk Spider Society Rider Room has been paused at Amazon. They announced a little while ago that Silk and Spider-Man Noir will be getting TV shows. Originally, I thought they were going to be animated, but it looks like actually going to be live action. But the Silk show has put pause because of the results of the, how people have reacted to Madam Web. They want to change how they're writing that show. And it says, the hotly anticipated, I don't know if it's hotly anticipated, but Silk Spider Society has paused its writer room, releasing writers to pursue new work minus the showrunner, even as the show remains in active development. Sources close to the show tell the Ankler. Deadline had previously reported that the Silk Writers Room was set to reconvene in mid to late January. The Ankler learned that the show had been back only a few weeks before writers and their reps were informed of the pause this week. The series was the first several live-action Marvel-Sony co-productions to get greenlit by Amazon. Also in the works is Spider-Man Noir, where I'm told that Nicolas Cage is in serious talks to take on the lead role in the series, which will be set in 1930s New York City. Sony declined to comment. So originally when they announced Spider-Man Noir, and that's kind of why I want to talk about this, Spider-Man Noir was talked about by, they were going to do it animated, and it was going to be voiced by someone else by Nicolas Cage. But it looks like now this is going to be live action, and Nicolas Cage is in talks to star, which I feel like it should be animated because it's coming from the Spider-Verse film. Let's not do live action. Let's just do a cool black and white Spider-Man Noir animated show on Amazon. I don't understand why we have to get this live action. It's coming from an animated verse. People really like Spider-Verse. People really like that character from Spider-Verse, and he was missed in Across the Spider-Verse. Let's get a show to show what he was doing in between in time. I think it would just be easier. A source close to the studio says Angela Kang, who has a multi-year overall deal with Amazon, will continue to act as showrunner for the series that centers on a Korean-American heroine, Cindy Moon, who, according to reports of The Long Lie, is bitten by the same spider that Peter Parker, which is from the comics, and goes searching for her missing family, which is part of the comics too. The series also produced by Spider-Man Into Spider-Verse duo Phil Lord and Christopher Miller. One source close to the series claims that Silk was being refocused with a more male skewing audience in mind. Audience had no comment. Amazon had no comment. The studio and its streaming arm Prime Video have found success with a number of male skewing series, including Reacher, Jack Ryan, The Terminal, which are more conservative shows. They've been hitting that conservative market. Though more female skewing YA series as The Summer I Turned Pretty have also performed well. Sony currently has another Spideyverse title in circulation, Dakota Johnson starring Madam Web. The film opened to poor reviews and largely expected to underperform. Sources had previously told that Silker's Rider Room had a number of episodes deep into the season before the strikes began. After the Writers Guild of America strike ended last September, several shows were still on the ice at Amazon. It's supposed to be coming back in November. They had a sternly worded letter to Amazon informing the studio that their failure to recommence a number of writing rooms after the strike is a violation of the strike termination agreement. So yeah, so it seems like a couple of things are happening here where they are pausing what they're doing with Silk because of the reception for Spider-Man Noir, because maybe they were writing it to be more female-centric, whatever that means, and they're realizing that the statistics show that superhero movies comic book movies are more male-leaning, and female people, like Wonder Woman was 50-50, Captain Marvel was still heavy male-leaning, the Marvels was male-leaning, so like they have to kind of be male-centric. Hopefully women will come, but it looks like women are not very interested in superhero films, unfortunately. Obviously, there are women that love superhero films, but they're more the minority than the majority. All that's is Wonder Woman, which they haven't capitalized on, unfortunately. Before we move on to the next topic and check the live chat, let's see what the live stream had to say in the poll. So Dune Part 2, with 10 votes, will it be the next Dark Knight? 80% says yes, so that's 8 votes. 20% said no. Some of you guys don't think it's going to be as good as the Dark Knight, which is totally fair. Let's see what you guys have to say in the live chat before I move on to the next topic. I really hope that Sony puts out some of the classic Disney movie on 4K. One of the movies I would want 4K, even Blu-ray, would be Homeward Bound and Homeward Bound 2. That would be interesting. Hey, Noah Kaiser, thank you for joining the live stream. I think Disney is smart for doing this business-wise. They want their Disney Plus things only on there, but they don't want to put them out on physical when they said they were Disney Plus exclusives. I can see that, yeah. No black characters. That's what y'all doing. Do we not know how that sounds? Spice it up away, whatever you want. I'm not sure what you're responding to here, Kal-Al. I'm sorry, but a Silk series would be fire. Hey, Lawrence Report, thank you for joining the live stream. I just saw that you put out your Madam Web review. I'm going to definitely check that out soon. And yeah, a Silk is a great character, and a Silk series would be super dope. She's very different from other Spider-Women and Spider-Man. It can be a little dark, it can be a little fun, it can be very, very interesting. I think that was a good idea on their part when it comes to Silk. Yeah, I think if they didn't have something strong, recollecting would be good. Another one that I would like to get in 4K would be Miss Doubtfire, Working Girl, Harrison Ford, and 6 Days, 7 Nights with Harrison Ford. I don't know if they're going to do these films. These are not things I think people are like clamoring for, but it's possible. I'm interested in Spider-Man Noir. I am interested in Spider-Man Noir show. I don't know if I want to see a live action. I would love an animated show. Then again, putting them out is good for the fans, but they also have to pay a lot of money to do that too. Love my physical copies, but I see why Disney wanted to get rid of physical, and I love that Sony stepped in. Yeah, me too. I understand both sides. Spice it up whatever the way you want. Sounds crazy. I guess woke means whatever you want it to. Yeah. Oh, okay. You're responding to the woke comment. I get what you're saying, man. Woke does not mean what media has taken it to say and driving it. It's the original meaning is just been blown out of proportion, and I do think that changing characters that are originally white or a different race is getting tired, and I wish they would just focus on original black characters and putting them in the forefront, but also understand at the same point that they do original stuff with black characters, Asian characters, Arab characters, and people don't watch it. So it's a mixed bag. Hey, channel member, have you seen with T? Thank you for joining the live stream, man. I appreciate you being in here. So, with that said, I'm going to be moving on to the next topic. This is some more Marvel rumors, which is interesting. After the success of Werewolf by Night, Marvel is maybe in the talks for Michael Giacchino, the famous guy that just score tons of movies, who directed Werewolf by Night. This is coming from comicbook.com. He might be directing Marvel's Midnight Suns movie. This is big. This is a rumor though, so take it by a grain of salt. These last couple things are rumors, so this is not fall, but just keep it in the back of your mind if these announcements come up. So this is why comicbook news.com. Adam Barnard has did it. He said, beyond Avengers sequels in 2027, the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe remains murky. While Marvel Studios likely plots its future behind the scenes, little else has been unveiled to the general masses. One new rumor, however, has started gaining serious steam online, suggesting that not only is Marvel Studios working on a Midnight Suns movie, but they're also looking at composer turned filmmaker Michael Giacchino to sit in the director's chair for it. First reported last summer by surprisingly accurate DCU Leaks Twitter account at insider Daniel Richmond, Daniel RPK, reported Tuesday the movie is being produced by Marvel Studios mainstay Stephen Broussard. It's Richmond who also said that Giacchino is being eyed to direct the project for Marvel Studios. The idea of the horror-centric Midnight Suns movie has been in the news this week due to the comments of Oscar Isaac at a recent comic convention. Over the weekend, the Moon Knight star shared his hopes that Mark Spector would appear in a Midnight Suns film at one point or another. And I feel like he's put that out there because he knows that there's some rumbling, there's some developing. They don't say these things just to say it. They know that these things are being thought about. I thought there was an interesting opportunity with Midnight. I thought there was an interesting opportunity with Midnight Suns. Isaac said at a panel, there's such an interesting characters in there. And now we've set the groundwork with learning who Mark, Steven, Jake are. It could be an interesting opportunity to see him as a part of a team, what that dynamic would be. So I think that would be exciting. I think for me, I definitely hope there's room to explore that possibility. Giacchino, director of the Marvel Studios' first special presentation, Werewolf by Night, revealed last October he had a crazy idea how to bring the lycanthrope back into the MCU. There's always talk, Giacchino said to Collider, but until somebody decides to spend a penny, nothing happens yet. So hopefully my wish is that, yes, there will be more with these characters. I would love to, and I have ideas of what would love to do with them, and it's all crazy and nuts. But I think the only way to go about it, so hopefully one day. So it sounds like he's been pitching the idea to bring back Werewolf by Night, but he knows that he wants to bring it in a team form. Midnight Suns is something that is niche in the comics, but a lot of people like. And if you don't know what Werewolf by Night is, it is a comic that centers more into the horror aspects of the MCU. It usually has Blade in there. It usually has Werewolf by Night. It usually has Doctor Strange. It has Moon Knight. It has more of the supernatural characters in there. So this is a chance for them to have witches and werewolves and zombies and all that stuff, explore that, and maybe in an R-rated space. We already have Wanda introducing witches. We have Werewolf by Night. We have Blade coming up. We're going to have other supernatural characters coming up soon. So I could definitely see them doing an Avengers level R-rated film where it has a bunch of them. Well, sometimes Wolverine is a part of it because he dwells into that. And sometimes Captain America gets into it because he is fought into like Dracula and stuff like that. So there's a possibility where we could get that, and that would be definitely dope. So let me know in the comments below if you're watching this afterwards, if you're interested in a Midnight Suns movie, and if you're interested in Michael Giacchino directing it. Did you get to see Werewolf by Night, and do you think he has the chops after seeing that? And in the live chat, let me know as well. I hate anytime anyone uses the word woke now because no one really knows what the term meant to begin with. I totally agree. A Mrs. Doubtfire 4K would sell crazy. It's a possibility. Unfortunately, woke is just code for it's terrible because it's not white and male centric. Unfortunately, yeah, that's what it's been turned into by mainstream media. Chillmonger says Midnight Suns will be different. Stuckman would review it. I'm not sure what you mean by Stuckman would review it. But yes, Midnight Suns would be very different. Werewolf by Night is one of my favorite things Marvel has done on Disney Plus. I really liked it too. I thought it was pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't know what woke means. Come on, nostalgia. You know what? Let's not attack the nostalgia. Let's take the time to what's what's the word I'm looking for? It's let's educate. Let's educate. Let's share this screen inside. This is on Google, and of course, it's not zoomed in. Let me see if the Google has the actual right definition because they might have the bullcrap definition too. Woke is an adjective derived from African American Vernacular English, AAVE. If you don't know what AAVE is, please learn if you're Black. Even if you're not Black, you should know so you can talk to your Black and African friends properly. It means to alert to a racial prejudice and discrimination. Alert. That's why it says woke. Wake up. Beginning in the 2010s, it came to encompass a broader awareness of social inequalities such as racial injustice, sexism, and denial of LGBT rights. So yeah, it started with Black people, say woke, be aware of the things that are going on so you can keep protected. Obviously, every time we make something, and I know I'm going on a diatribe, it gets taken into the broader and other people, obviously women with sexism, obviously the LGBTQ plus community has taken it and it start meaning certain things. And then some conservative people have made it to take, if there's some things that's not even woke. A Black character or a woman starring in a movie becomes woke. That's not what the word meant. So when you're using it, think about that. It's just to alert about racial and prejudice and discrimination. And discrimination, sexism can happen to Black people. Denial of LGBTQ rights happens a lot of Black people. They're the most hurt by that. So just keep that in mind. I know wasn't what we were originally talking about, but I just want to keep that in mind when you're using that word, what it actually means, and what you say. Love Werewolf by Night. I definitely be in for a Midnight Suns movie. True. Chris Stuckman hasn't done a Madam Web review. Well, he doesn't like the movie. Chris Stuckman already said that he's not going to review movies he doesn't like. So we know he's not going to. He's talked about the film, but he's not going to review it. But yeah, I love Werewolf by Night. I love the animation style and the concept. I definitely think they should make more of it. Yeah, I definitely think so. I think Marvel needs to shake it up. Google has been compromised. I agree with Chillmonger. It's a term that's taken away from us. But I think Google has the term. I think it's correct. It is something from AAV. It did mean that, even though Google might be compromised. It still had the correct meaning. Glad you're talking about woke. Some people really don't understand it, which is wild. Yeah, well, you got to think about this Lawrence report. It's something that was in the Black community. Everyone kind of knew what it was going about. But once something is taken into the mainstream media or taken by someone other, it's like telephone. It starts meaning something completely different. If you ever see these conversations in the newscast, when people challenge these people that use it the wrong way, they never can give a proper definition because they don't know what it means either. So when you think about the N-word, you think about so many different things, like the N-word derived from Negus, and Negus meant king, emperor, ruler, and they turned that into something ignorant. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to do the same thing with woke. They did it with wave caps. They did it with so many different things, but we know what it means. We have to continue to make sure people are educated. Don't come at them about it. Educate so that they can be on top of it. This is something I'm passionate about. So that's why I wanted to take time to talk about it. That's an accurate description of woke. Yeah. And it pains me when I see people Black that look like me, African American people. I don't really like saying Black because Black and white were the only two races that we go by color. If you look at Asian people, Middle Eastern, they don't. Well, I guess Middle Eastern people or like Indian people will say brown, but for the most part, we're African. We're African people. Yeah, I hate it when I see other African Americans or African or people of African descent use it the wrong way. It cringes me so bad. Nostalgia time. Oh, okay, yeah, for sure, because it's been thrown around for different reasons all the time. Thank you for that. No problem, nostalgia time. I'm glad that you were able to take it in and this didn't become hostile. I love to have a positive channel. So this was great. Hey, Overthorian Lions. How's it going, everyone? How's your week going, Zach? My week is going well. I hope your week is going well, too. I need to check out your Beekeeper review. I know that you just dropped it. You guys just got it in Australia. So I'm going to check it out and see what you guys thought. Actually, I'm going to watch the movie first, and then I'll check out your review because I want to know what you guys are talking about. Sometimes you get a little spoilery. But my week is going well. Work has been work. But I've been looking forward to this stream all day. Unfortunately, it's been bastardized by people who are not interested in entertaining those issues, basically plugging their ears and screaming, well, yes. Still here, buddy, just editing. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for listening to me while you edit your videos. Remember how boxer braids that Kardashian created? Yes, things like that, boxer braids. Remember when Zendaya had locks and they said that she looked dirty and nasty, and then she stopped doing that, and then other people that are not of that skin complexion started doing it, and it was in, stuff like this. This was hated for so long. And I'll never forget that what they did to Zendaya. She never did it again. Yeah, so yeah, Kim Kardashian did boxer braids. Travis Kelce invented the fade, which is insane. Fade has been around long, long, long time. That's insane. I'm curious, Zach, did you read the books of Dune or did you watch the movie? I watched Dune Part 1. I'm going to put this on the stream right now. Don't ask me if I read a book because I don't read. I know it sounds ignorant. I know it sounds stupid. I just don't. It hurts my eyes. Even when I read for a long time with my glasses on, it just hurts my eyes. That's the only reason. The text is too small. And I'm not using a magnifying glass. Ginger ale on deck. So yeah, Dune Part 1, watch. And Eminem and the Pioneer of Hip Hop, that's also one. They've been stealing from us from rock, country, house. All these genres started in the Black community. That's why Beyonce's been doing each of them. That's her trilogy. Now, she did house, she's doing country next, and there's a reason why, because you see the banning her music saying it's not real country, and then now she's probably gonna do rock for the trilogy. What the F is a boxer braid? The boxer braid. Okay. You're saying what? You know what he's talking about? Cornrows. Still shocked they kept the title for that one movie, Magical Movie. You think they would change it? Oh God, I forgot about that. Dave Show, don't remind me. The Secret Society of Magical Negroes. I think I might go hate watch that. Wait, I didn't know we were giving Kelch credit for anything other than catching touchdowns and bagging T Swift. It wasn't the news. It was like a fad for a week where they were talking about he revolutionized the fade. I don't know what was going on. Cornrows, T. They said they created cornrows. Yeah. I know this isn't a TV show, chat, but has anyone watched the Vince Staples show? No, I haven't seen it yet. I want to check it out. I like Vince Staples a lot. With that said, let's move on to the next thing. One of the main topics of the chat. We're done with the Disney and Marvel stuff. Let me drop in here right now. This is about the Batman Beyond animated or live action. I'm gonna drop this in the chat while we talk about this because I have opinions. So yeah, we were supposed to get a live animated Batman Beyond film. That was not going to be part of the DCU. This was announced a while ago. There was supposed to be an animated film, and there was supposed to be a live action film starring Michael Keaton. And it all fringed on if the Flash was going to do good, which was dumb. They basically said the movie's not coming out if you were going to binge on that. But yeah, this is coming from Slash Film. Concept art that teases the Batman Beyond animated film that might never happen. So everyone has their Batman, the version of Kate Crusader that first springs to the forefront of their mind whenever someone utters the name Bruce Wayne. Typically, your Batman is the one you had as a child first falling in love with comic book world of Gotham City, and for a generation of people, their Batman is Kevin Conroy, of course. Conroy was the definitive voice of Batman in DC animated television shows, feature films, video games for over 3 decades, with many viewing Batman animated series from Bruce Timm and Eric Radomski to be one of the best, if not the best, interpretations of the Dark Knight ever created. Yep. The series concluded in 1995, but spawned numerous spinoffs. One of the most popular and memorable one was 1999's Batman Beyond, a show created by Tim and Paul Dini and Alan Burnett in a moment of desperation that became unlikely successor to the beloved series. Set in the distant future of 2019. That's so funny. That show was set in 2019. That's hilarious. Sorry, I didn't realize it wasn't zoomed in all the way so you guys can read. That's so funny. 2019. We're in 2024. We're nothing like Batman Beyond. Batman Beyond depicted a new teenage Batman named Terry McGinnis in a neo-futuristic Gotham City under the tutelage of an aging Bruce Wayne. It's been 25 years since the series first hit the airwaves, but after the success of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse at Sony Animation for Marvel Studios, there were rumblings that Warner Brothers' answer to that film was the success was going to be Batman Beyond movie. For fans of the animated Batman series, the idea of a Batman Beyond feature from one of the production designers behind Spider-Verse would be dream come true. And based on the concept art released today on Twitter by Yuki Demers, that Batman movie looked cool as hell. Batman meets Blade Runner. Look at that concept art. Let me zoom out a little bit so you guys can kind of see that in full. That's like a little cover. You see Janice, you see Ken Corp, Ace Chemical. Beautiful, beautiful. Actually, let me live on stream. I'm saving this because I'm about to make this the background of my desktop. It looks so beautiful. Yuki Dimmers tweeted that he and Patrick Harpern of My Dad, the Bounty Hunter fame, had approached Warner Brothers and DC Comics about a Batman Beyond feature 5 months ago. Complete with seriously stellar concept art. Before we pitched, they warned us there's absolutely no way we can do a Batman Beyond movie, but they love our enthusiasm. We pitched the outline for the entire film and started as a never, turned into a maybe. The team has been apparently pitching the project up to the corporate ladder in hopes of getting the attention of DC Studios CEO James Gunn. James Gunn. Hold on. Let me zoom in on my face. Let me get a little closer. I'm taking this from Kenny Sparks. James Gunn, I need you to greenlight this. This is a definite need to be greenlight. We need to get this done. I need you guys to do this. I need you guys to make this movie. I don't care about Swamp Thing. I don't care about Amanda Waller. I don't care about Peacemaker season 2. I don't care about The Authority. I give me Batman Beyond animated, please. We need this. Okay, that's the end of my public service announcement. Let's get back to the article. Where we let's see. Studio. So here's some more concept art from Ink attacking him. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be Terry or this is supposed to be older Bruce. That would be interesting to start with older Bruce and then hand it off to Terry in a film like that. That would be a smart way to do a trilogy. You get older Bruce. We see what he was doing in the future. We see him that he can't handle it no more. And then Terry McGinnis takes over. I think that would be great. But this looks amazing. It does look similar to Into the Spider-Verse art, but looks slightly different. I really like the dark neon beyond, like they said, Blade Runner aesthetic. Considering Batman Beyond took place in 2019 while released in 1999, it's likely that the new film would take place 20 years ahead of our current timeline, where it will be around 2045, or based on concept art the same age as Blade Runner 2049, which is a great movie. Also, the original Blade Runner was set in 2019 as well. That's really hilarious. The vibrant colors of the cyberpunk neo-futuristic Gotham would be feast for the eyes, and the concept art indicating that the big baddie villain would be Shapeshifter Inc., all but guaranteed a home run from a story perspective. Especially since in Across the Spider-Verse, the Spot looked amazing, right? He looked really amazing, and I think Ink would have a similar aesthetic in that neon and that type of animation. The way the Spot looked awesome and animated, I think Ink would look awesome as well. DC has been the head driver of the superhero struggle bus for a while now, and while Gunn's plan for the imminent reset of the cinematic all sounds promising, there's no denying that the Spider-Verse films are the best superhero films being made today, period. Agreed. That's an opinion, but I agree. If DC wants to be competitive, they're going to need to step it up in the animation field, and Batman Beyond would be a license to print money. 100% agree. Obviously, they're pitching this, and I think that James Gunn needs to take a serious look at this and get this off the ground. He said that there will be Elseworld titles. We're going to be getting a Batman trilogy that's not a part of the DCU. We're going to be getting Joker 2 and most likely Joker 3. My chair went down. We're going to get Harley Quinn show. Unfortunately, we're canceling Superman and Lois, which I guess is a story I could talk about. Superman and Lois is such a fantastic show. Unfortunately, it's getting canceled because of Superman Legacy, which makes no sense to me because we're going to get the Batman trilogy, plus we're going to have a Batman in the DCU, so we could have had Superman and Lois on TV. But that's a short diatribe about that. I think that Batman Beyond, the concept art looks amazing. I think it would even look more amazing if they had time to work on it and make it a full feature film. That animation could have been fantastic, and they could find a way to make it look unique and separate away from the Spider-Verse films. I think that it is ripe to make a lot of money, and it's an opportunity I wish. That and Static they need to just get them animated films so that they can get people ready for the live action versions. That's how I feel. Chat. Let's see first of all, if you're watching this afterwards, first of all 13 people in the live chat right now, thank you for joining the live stream. Hit that like button real quick and comment in the live chat. Let me know what you think about a Batman Beyond. And I just realized I didn't put my banner up. Be forgetting. A Batman Beyond movie, animated, or did you want it live action? Oh, okay. Okay. If it and by the way, guys, if you put something in the chat that doesn't have anything to do with the topics, I'll star it and I'll answer it during the Q&A section. Don't forget their Lord and Savior Elvis Presley. Okay, I'm fine. Is genius needs to be seen. It's genius and needs to be seen. Facts. I do recommend the Bob Marley. Okay, I'll put the star there. I gotta check out your review for that. Batman is the perfect representation of how to craft a legacy character. Agreed. Batman Beyond Return of the Joker is excellent. I totally agree. One of the best Batman animated films of all time. Nostalgia time. I would love to see a live action Batman Beyond done right. A futuristic Gotham and an old Bruce Wayne, even his dog Ace. I would love to see all that. That would be awesome if they can get Denis Villeneuve to do it like Blade Runner 2049. Oh my God. Look like that. Absolutely amazing. Return of the Joker is all time. Facts. I would love a live action Batman Beyond, but only cautiously optimistic that WB can make a good movie out of it. I think if the Spider-Verse people are behind it, I'm excited for it. I was so disappointed that we still haven't gotten all the futuristic stuff, all the futuristic stuff old movies and shows said we have. Yeah, 2019 came and we got what, hoverboards with wheels? Trash. Ace Chemical still being around is mind-blowing. I can't even count how many times the factory has blown up. Word. That shirt's money must be amazing. I grew up wanting to work for Spacely Sprockets and have a robot housekeeper. Nice. Kenny, I grew up on Jetsons and thought we'd have flying cars by 2000. Still waiting. Sometimes I use my mic like that too. I'm with you, Zach. Green light, Terry McGinnis. Facts. Facts on facts. Holy crap, that would be so cool. Older Bruce passing down the torch, man. Take my money anytime. Money. Dell and T, we've been robbed. At least we got FaceTime and tablets from Star Trek. Oh man, Superman and Lois got short end of the stick. Yeah, it did. It got the short end of the stick. Great show, a very great show. One of the best adaptations of Superman in live action. Maybe top 2. I really enjoyed season 1 Superman and Lois. So good. All 3 seasons are great. People have been ready for Batman Beyond. I think a lot of comic book fans are. I don't know if casual fans are. Smallville, the greatest. Smallville is my favorite show of all time, but I don't know if it's the greatest adaptation. Don't you worry, Kenny. The way AI is progressing, Skynet will take over in no time. Batman Beyond sounds like a really cool concept. Hopefully it gets made one day. I agree. Dell, chill. That's my absolute terrified about Skynet. The fact that the name ain't John Connor, so I ain't guaranteed to make it. Dell, I'm already scared of Skynet coming for because the way my wife curses out Alexa. I never seen any of the Batman Beyond TV show, but I just looked it up on the website Grub, and they're definitely gonna buy. Oh, nice! I'm glad that you're gonna buy it. Go check it out, Collecting Movie, man. It's a great show. It holds up. The greatest. I said what I said. Don't challenge me. I'm gonna challenge you because you're wrong. Okay. So that's a lot of the comic book news that I have. We're gonna be more moving into like regular movie news. We're gonna be moving to a segment that I've been doing for a while now that I like to call the Oscar Watch. So the Baftas 2024 has just recently come, and yeah, we have this is one of the big ones. The Baftas is one of the big ones when it comes to seeing who's gonna win an Oscar and who we think is gonna win the Oscar. And things happen at this award show. So this is coming from CNN Entertainment. Yeah, so the best Oppenheimer, first of all, did amazing here, but we're gonna see best film. The nominees were Anatomy of Fall, Holdovers, Kills the Flower Moon, Oppenheimer, Poor Things. As you can see, Oppenheimer wins. Outstanding British film, All of Us Are Strangers, How to Have Sex, Napoleon, The Old Oak, Poor Things, Riley. Hey, I'm happy Riley made it. Saltburn, Scrapper, Wonka, Zone of Interest. They count Wonka as a British film? I guess. I've seen How to Have Sex. That's a good movie. Napoleon was not good. I don't understand why that's on here. Poor Things is amazing, but Zone of Interest won, which is a movie that just came out on digital. If you guys haven't got to check it out, because I know it's been very limited in theaters. For me personally, for this one, I haven't seen all these. I saw Saltburn, saw Wonka, saw Riley, I saw Poor Things, I saw Napoleon, I saw How to Have Sex. I haven't seen All of Us Strangers yet. That should be coming to Hulu soon. I never even heard of Old Oak. I saw Saltburn. I haven't seen Scrapper. That's also on digital now. For me, for the ones I saw, I would give the Poor Things, but I gotta see Zone of Interest. Outstanding debut by the British writer, Earth Mama won, which is a movie that I've been wanting to see. I'm happy for that movie. Earth Mama winning, that makes me want to see it even more. I didn't even know it was British. Film not in English language. That's 20 Days of Maripol, Animality of Fall, Past Lives, Society Snow, Zone of Interest. Look like it's sweeping, man. One again, beat out Society Snow, Past Lives, and Anatomy of Fall. I don't do documentaries. Animated film. This is the big one right here. This is the big one. This is the big one. The Boy and the Heron won Best Animated Film. I thought Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I think Boy and Heron won the Golden Globe, which shocked me, but winning this one too shocks me. The fact that Chicken Run Dawn and Nugget was nominated is hilarious. But Boy and the Heron beating Spider-Verse, it just blows my mind. I know the movie is gorgeous. I understand they try to make the themes, but Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is an achievement. This made it from Cross the Spider-Verse was #1 to win the Oscar to now. We got to see where the SAG is. We got to see where the SAG awards go. If the Boy and the Heron wins the SAG, Spider-Man loses. That's basically what it is. And I'm scared. So we got to see. Director, Christopher Nolan. This pretty much locks up Christopher Nolan for winning Best Director at the Oscars, which will be his first time winning. Jonathan Glazer for Zone of Interest, Bradley Cooper for Maestro, Alexander Payne for The Holdovers, Justine Triet for Animated Fall, and Andrew Hay for All of the Strangers. He hasn't been getting a lot of credit. All the Strangers has been getting snubbed for a lot of these award shows, so the Brits are gonna put it on there. But yeah, I knew it was gonna be Oppenheimer. Original screenplay, Anatomy of Fall won. Such an amazing screenplay. Barbie, Holdovers, Maestro, Past Lives was in there too. I don't know why Maestro's in there. That screenplay is not super strong. But Anatomy of Fall probably had the best screenplay out of all these films, with I think maybe Barbie, in my opinion, being second. Lead actor, Barry Keoghan for Saltburn, Bradley Cooper for Maestro, Cillian Murphy is the winner for Oppenheimer, Coleman Domingo for Rustin, Paul Giamatti for The Holdovers, and T.O.U. for Past Lives. He's gotten some nominations here and there, but not a lot. Cillian Murphy is looking like, if Cillian Murphy wins the SAG, he's winning an Oscar. But if Paul Giamatti wins the SAG, it's still neck and neck between those two, because they've been trading off awards. The major ones, at least. Lead actress, Emma Stone wins for Poor Things over Carey Mulligan. Fantasia got a nomination. Margot Robbie, Sandra Hüller, Vivian Oprah for Riley. I'm glad that she got nominated. That movie is so underrated. Go check out Riley. It's on Hulu if you have not yet. Yeah, I think Emma Stone had the best performance of the year. So I'm fine with that. And I'm happy Margot Robbie got some shout out. Supporting actors, Dominic Sessa, Jacob Elordi, wow, for Saltburn, Paul Mescal for All of His Strangers, Robert De Niro, really? Robert De Niro? Robert Downey Jr. and Ryan Gosling. Robert Downey Jr. is winning supporting actor at the Oscars. He's been cleaning up everywhere. I don't think I've seen him lose so far at any of these award shows. It's him. I don't think he's the strongest here, but it looks like everyone loves him. And also another one that's cleaning up, Davine Joy Randolph for The Holdovers. She beat out Claire Foy, Danielle Brooks, who I love, Emily Blunt, Rosamund Pike, Sandra Hüller. In his own interest, Davine has won every single supporting actress thing I've seen her in. If she's lost some, it's not a major award. She's a lot for the Oscar. This is probably the most boring category. I don't see there being a surprise for the Oscars. Original score, Oppenheimer. That's the one I agree on. The score in that film is phenomenal. I'm glad Spider-Verse got some recognition because that score is amazing. Poor Things for costume design, I would probably would have given it to Barbie, but Poor Things had great costumes too. And Poor Things for production design, that's also something I probably would have gave the Barbie, but I don't know. The production design for Poor Things is pretty incredible in a lot of parts, but I would have gave it to Barbie. That's probably the charm of that movie. Special effects is Poor Things for special effects over the creator, Guardians. Oh, I don't agree with that. That's wild. They're bugging. They're bugging. Mission Impossible, Guardians, creator have much more inventive effects than Poor Things. I love that movie, but no, that's not. It shouldn't have been in this category. Um, I would have loved it to see it to go to creator. I know it wasn't gonna win. Guardians would have been fine. Mission Impossible, that train scene alone should have won. Makeup in here goes to Poor Things. Damn, Poor Things is getting a lot of technical ones here. Out of these, makeup in here, I think I would have maybe gave this one to Kills the Flower Moon, or maybe Maestro, but not Poor Things is not bad. Editing, Oppenheimer, yeah. I wouldn't give it this, but it's not bad editing. I haven't seen Zone of Interest, so I'm not sure about the editing on that. I'm pretty sure the editing on that has to be supreme because of the way the film is. But I think Anatomy of Fall should have got that. There's a particular scene in Anatomy of Fall where they're showing a taping of the argument, and the way they show it and the editing of it, it's incredible. Cinematography, I'm sad not to see El Conde in here. Yeah, it didn't make it. El Conde has some of the best cinematography of the year, but Kills the Flower Moon, Maestro cinematography is amazing. Oppenheimer, Poor Things, Zone of Interest. I don't think Oppenheimer cinematography, it's good, but I don't think it's a winning good. I think Poor Things, Maestro, this is the one thing Maestro should be cleaning up is cinematography, honestly. Casting, oh, they have a casting category. Okay, I think they should give credit to people who cast. I guess best ensemble wins. I don't know. I think they should highlight people who cast stuff more. Holdovers win. That's surprising. You would think Oppenheimer would have been here and Barbie, but no. They put How to Have Sex. I guess they wanted to highlight more foreign films. Sound is to Zone of Interest. That makes sense for the kind of movie it is. I haven't seen it yet, but it kind of makes sense. Her Ferrari sounds amazing. Maestro, Mission Impossible. I don't really, but my Zone of Interest makes sense. And I don't do short films. And Rising Star was Mia McKenna, Bruce. What the heck? Sophia Wilde was here for Talk to Me, and she didn't get in. Ayo Debris, Jacob Elordi, Phoebe. I don't know who Phoebe is. Who is? Hold up. Who is this person? Who's this person? Mia McKenna, Bruce. Who the heck is that? Mia McKenna, Bruce. Okay. Oh, okay. This is the girl that starred in How to Have Sex. Okay, she was great in that film, so I'll give it to that. But yeah, the narratives I have for this thing is that it looks like Oppenheimer is going to sweep up during the Oscars. It looks like Emma Stone is almost a lock because Lily Gladstone didn't even get nominated for the BAFTAs. I just noticed that. So unless she wins the SAG, I think Emma Stone. If Emma Stone wins the SAG, or if anybody else wins the SAG, I think Emma Stone has it on lock. I think that Oppenheimer is going to sweep a lot of these categories. I think Cillian Murphy almost kind of has it on lock. We have to see what happens to the SAG, and Barbie's just it's going to get shut out. But it made $1 billion, so that's fine. Let's see what. Oh, drop in the comments down below what you guys think. Are you excited for the Oscars to see? Because it seems like it's going to be a wild season, or you're like, BAFTAs don't mean nothing. Oh, Court Lords! Hey, welcome to the live stream. Hey, Zach, good to see you live. What are your top 3 movies you are looking for this year? I'm gonna star that Court Lords and come back to that after in the Q&A section. I got you. Is Terry Asian? I've always thought he was. I think he's Asian. I think his mom is Asian. His dad is white. Well, technically his dad is Bruce, but yeah, I think he's half white, half Asian. I think they confirmed that in the comics. Oh, another great award show I could care less about. I know you don't care about award shows. Bruce's dad, kind of, yeah. Oh, that's true, Cal. Wild epilogue. Napoleon was Garbido. I agree. It was not good. Saltburn was wild. I think it scared me low key. Saltburn is wild. I love that movie. It was so wild, and I'm glad it got some recognition. I'm still waiting for Napoleon to go on Apple TV Plus because it's going to have 4-hour edition of the movie. So the theatrical cut of Napoleon is on Apple TV. The 4-hour edition, I don't know when it's coming. The Boy and the Bullshit. I know you hate that movie so much. It's the dude's last film, so he's about to win it all. But it's not his last film. He's already talked about that he's not retiring anymore. He's going to be doing another film. So this is not his last chance. How did that beat Spidey? I don't. People love that film. I'm in the minority. It was one of my most disappointing films of last year. But people love that movie. We got to see what it's set. Oh, grow up, Kal-El. It is a crazy statement. I'm gonna lie. I'm joking. Gotta run, Zach. Have a good night, y'all. Later, Kenny. Thank you for being in the live stream, man. Appreciate you. As always, we'll talk. I think Sterling K. Brown should win Best Supporting Actor Oscar. Dude was amazing in American Fiction. I agree too. He was amazing, but he's been nominated places, but he hasn't won anything. So it's definitely he has no momentum to do that. Hot take: Davine Joy Randolph will win the Oscar, but Daniel Brooks was better. That is a hot take I agree with. Delon movies. I do prefer Danielle Brooks. I don't like Color Purple, but I really love her performance in that film. I do love Holdovers, but I think Davine Joy Randolph was great, but Daniel Brooks was better. After having my last stream blocked and copyright strike, I will probably stick to reviews. I do a lot of muted parts just to get rid of the strikes. What were you? We'll get back to this. Stick to the end day show. Let's talk. Haven't seen any of these movies. What are you doing, Kal-El? How are you a cinephile and not watching movies? I might watch Color Purple tonight. Yeah, it's on streaming now. Yeah, I would have given production design to Barbie too, low key. I've never been into that stuff, but even I wanted to get Ken doll or something I'm watching that. Facts, yeah, man. The production doll is so good. That's wild. YouTube's blocking your stream day show. Yeah. Them Drebs got a mind of their own. Yeah, they be doing whatever they want. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, I mean, yes, Oppenheimer. I know you love Oppenheimer and Killers of the Flower Moon. Saltburn was freaky in a good way. Facts. Oh, okay, I see. That'll do it. Okay, so then we're gonna get into the next one. This one's we're gonna get into our rapid fire news. These are news topics that hold on, let me do the animation. These are topics that I feel like don't need like big long diatribes, but I want to talk to you guys about and put it on your radar. So the first one is this is coming from Variety. Sam Mendes, director of 1917. What else has he directed? Which was great. Sam Mendes. What else has he directed? Just so I could put you guys on. American Beauty, Empire of Light, Skyfall. He did Spectre, Road to Perdition. So he has some big name movies. He's actually going to be making a Beatles cinematic universe. This is come from Rebecca Rubin. John, Paul, George, and Ringo will each be a subject of a different upcoming feature film. Director Sam Mendes plans to make 4 separate movies, one for each Beatles member point of view. They will intersect to tell the astonishing story of the greatest band in history, leading up to their 1970 breakup. According to press release, Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr, and the families of late John Lennon and George Harrison have granted full life story and music rights for the scripted film. So they're down for this. They agree with the way they're going to tell this story. I'm honored to be telling the story of the greatest rock band of all time. Well, that's questionable. And excited to challenge the notion of what constitutes a trip to the movies. Mendes, the Oscar-nominated filmmaker, American Beauty, war drama 1917, and James Bond films. Oh, I didn't even need to look it up. He was right here, said in the statement. Sony Pictures Entertainment will finance and distribute all 4 films in 2027. They're all coming out in 2027. That's crazy. Details about release plans will be shared later, but the studio promises strategy will be innovative and groundbreaking. It will certainly be risky to premiere all 4 films in the same year. However, music movies have been surging in popularity. Baz Luhrmann, Elvis, Bob Marley, which we'll talk about later in terms of box office when we're attacking it. One Love, Taylor Swift Eras Tour, and then a lot of buzz for that Michael Jackson biopic that's coming up soon. is starting a record break. You know, so and I was talking about Antoine Fuqua doing the Michael Jackson biopic. We're also getting the Amy Winehouse Back to Black. So we're getting a lot of biopics about musicians, and they got momentum. In addition to directing, Mendes will produce alongside people. Apple Corpse will be a part of it. And yeah, that's them talking about it. But that's the big thing. We're going to be getting something innovative. And that's what I want to kind of put it on your radar. I'm not big into the Beatles. That's not my thing. I don't really listen to their music. I'm not a huge fan. I just think the idea of a biopic taking this stance and doing different perspectives from each band member and kind of intersecting, I think is super duper dope. And I hope that it's successful so they can do it. Like, I would love a Wu-Tang Clan them to do that for that group. You know, someone that's like, oh, you look, the Beatles work well. Wu-Tang Clan is huge. If we do this, we take Method Man, take Ghostface, Raekwon, ODB. We do all these different movies and then have them different perspectives. I think that's the only reason why I'm excited for this. For other artists that I like to get them. So let me know in the comments down below if you're watching this after, if you're interested in this, and then I'm gonna check the live stream and see what you guys got to say. Movies look mostly trash other than Flower Moon. Look, man, you got to see it yourself. Got to see it yourself. How are you going to call yourself a movie fan? You're not just watching it. You're like just basing it off. You know, gotta watch movies, man. Not gonna lie, these animations are fire. That inspired me to do something like that for my channel. I'm happy to inspire you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for saying that, man. I really try to produce a show for you guys. So I really, really appreciate that. And thank you for being here this whole time. Thank you. I haven't seen you really much into the live stream. I'm glad. I hope that you come back each week, check out my reviews, my trailer reactions, and all that stuff. I don't think any other movie last year was better than American Fiction to me. That's fair. I love American Fiction. It was number maybe 15, 14 for me last year, but it's a great, great movie. I didn't know a Beatles movie was on the way. Yep. That's why you come to Zack Attack News. Put you on, man. Yeah, Soulburn was really, really good, but freaky. Yo, Zach, hey, did you see that? What's up? I just did a live stream with this guy with Raven Fan 09 where we talked about the importance of physical media and kind of just talked about it. You could definitely check out Raven Fan 09's channel to see that. It was me. Did you see that? And it was a really fun conversation. I had to hop off early because I wanted to make sure I do Zack Attack News live today. But yeah, he's great. I just subbed to him. Thank you for joining the live stream. Appreciate you, man. Wow, 4 movies I will not watch. I guess if you're a Beatles fan, you will enjoy this. But for everyone else, who knows? Yeah, if it looks like super compelling, or if it's the biggest movie of the weekend, then I'll check it out. But if there's, I don't really think it's something that I'm going to run and check out. The Beatles are hella overrated. They're not the best band ever. Look, I wouldn't know. I don't listen to their music. I don't really listen to those kind of bands, so I can't comment. As long as Flex don't play MJ again, I might watch that. No, his nephew is playing him. Michael Jackson's nephew, who kind of looks like him when he was dark skin or brown skin, I should say, is playing him. I saw the preview to Amy Winehouse and it looked average and very tame. Yeah, I agree. I saw the preview too. It does look average and tame. Wu-Tang already had a series. Yeah, but I want a theatrical movie. Not everybody watched that Hulu series. Let's get a movie. The Wu-Tang Clan is such an impact on American culture. They deserve a film. I think after that MJ one, I will take a break from them. But I will be seeing the Nickelback documentary movie that is coming out in theaters for 2 nights only in March. Didn't know that was happening. That's dope. Good ish for Nickelback. I haven't watched Elvis. I haven't seen a bunch of them. So I'm not tired of it yet. I'm so annoyed that we're not getting a physical release for Killers of the Flower Moon here in the United States. There's a physical release in 4K. Oh, really? I think we are getting a physical release eventually for that. Yeah, bro, I definitely got you, especially since we have the same name. Oh, you're a fellow Zach? Nice. Or Z-A-C-H or Z-A-C-K? What is it? What movie are you most... Okay, I'm going to put that for the Q&A. Put that in the Q&A. Yeah, the title is Love to Hate. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Okay. I'm up. Hey, speaking of Raven fans, Ravens on fan. I've been saying Raven O's fan 89. I've been saying your name wrong. Ravens O's fan 89. Just speaking of this is the guy who had a channel. Go check it out. That's the channel to check it out. Our live stream we did. I'm up for biopics if I could learn about the person a little bit. That's what I wanted more from Bob Marley. See, Dave Show loved it. You didn't really like it. I have to watch both of your reviews because I don't know when I'm going to get to check that out. But yeah, I do definitely want to learn more about the person. Elvis was actually good. I didn't think I would enjoy it. So you might enjoy these, you know? Because I'm not a big Elvis fan, but I heard people like it. Okay, moving on to the next rapid fire news. Did I do the thing? And I think we're making good time. Yeah, we're making good time. I've been doing pretty good with these, making good time and not wasting time. You know what I mean? This is actually about a TV show, but I want to talk about it because it's one of my favorite franchises. This comes from Deadline, Blade Runner 2099. Jonathan Van Tolkien set to direct as Amazon series gears up for production in a new location. This is by Nelly Andreeva. Exclusive. Coming off directing and executive producing the first 2 episodes of Shogun. Guys, that Shogun show is getting so much hype. It is 100% Rotten Tomato, and they're saying it's like Game of Thrones level, but just as good. Coming off directing the first 2 episodes of that, and that's all that's out so far, has been tapped to direct and executive produce the first 2 episodes of another high-profile limited series, Prime Video's Blade Runner 2099. Tolkien replaces Jeremy Posada, who was originally set to direct the first 2 episodes, but had to step away due to scheduling conflicts as Blade Runner 2099 production schedule was altered by the strike. The series was originally slated to film in Belfast. In May, a couple weeks into a writer's strike, it was revealed that due to the work stoppage, production of Blade Runner was delayed, likely up till spring of 2024. Northern Ireland streams said at the time the project had been prepping on the ground in Belfast for many months. In October, it was reported that Blade Runner was moving away from Belfast and has set up in Prague, the Set Republic. The Prague is gorgeous, which has been attracting major sci-fi streaming series, including Apple TV's Foundation, which is a show I need to watch. I heard that's an amazing sci-fi show. Filming Blade Runner 29 is slated to begin in April. The limited series hails from Alcon Entertainment and Scott Free Productions, with Ridley Scott, who directed the original film, to executive produce this one. It's a follow-up to the movie Blade Runner 2049, which is an underrated film that more people need to see. Silke Louisa is the writer, executive producer, and showrunner on the live-action series. Michael Green, who wrote Blade Runner 2049, serves as a non-writing executive producer, along with Alcon co-founders Andrew Kosov, Broderick Johnson, yada, 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 yada. All these people that I don't care about is producing the film, and these people are in the writing room. 2011, they secured the rights to the franchise. So they did Blade Runner Black Lotus was the animated series, and they produced Blade Runner 2049. So very, very interesting. Any fans of the Blade Runner franchise, the first one, or Blade Runner 2049, which is one of my favorite films, also by the guy who directed Dune, and is going to be directing Dune Part 2. Amazing, amazing sci-fi film. Slow moving, but I thought it was just a fantastic film. Are you guys going to check this out? I think Prime Video has a lot of great shows. I think they produce them in a really great way, and they're trying to uptick their production. And I'm excited to see what this looks like. I'm really excited to see more of that world. It has a very interesting texture to Blade Runner. Let's see what you guys got to say. I love both Blade Runner movies and never watched. I own both Blade Runner movies and never watched either. Definitely check it out, man. The show should be coming out soon. I'm super excited for the ones who live airing this Sunday. Oh, yes, the new Walking Dead. Yes, sir, Zach. Okay. I'm gonna put that nostalgia time. I'm gonna put that for the Q&A, okay? While they're making Blade Runner show, and hopefully they'll do it justice. I agree. Hopefully they do it justice, man. I really want to read the book Shogun first before I watch the TV show. I do not have Hulu right now, so I can't watch it. I understand that. Never seen any of the Blade Runner movies. Definitely check them out, Raven fan. I definitely think you should take that, Ryan. Is Harrison Ford coming back? That's really interesting question. I don't know. They haven't did any plot details. The fact that there's a new director and everything, the plot might change a little bit, but it'll be interesting. He's been doing TV, so it's a possibility he might pop in for a cameo, and that would be dope. It'd be great if Ryan Gosling popped in too. Okay, let's move on to the next rapid fire news. This one is coming from E Online, not a site I use real quick, but I wanted to. Oh, how did? I did something that I never did before. Okay. I zoomed in all the way. I just want to zoom in that much. This comes from E Online News. No thanks, E. I don't want notifications. For all you anyone but you fans. They were doing an interview with Sydney Sweeney about Madam Web, Euphoria, anyone but you, Valentine edition, and everyone is hoping that Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell are on screen to see them together again. As it turns out, that includes the anyone but you stars themselves. In fact, they may already be looking for their next project together, including a sequel to their rom-com. I can't actually reveal all my secrets, Sydney told E! News exclusively. But Glenn and I mean, I was talking to him this morning. We're talking about stuff. You'll never know. I have to wait to see. As Glenn, he kept things equally mysterious, commenting E! News, E! News Instagram, seeing an interview with the zip mouth emoji. So obviously it's not exactly like, oh, we're going to be doing the sequel, but there's a possibility. This is the highest grossing rom-com in a long, long time. And I can see them wanting to capitalize it, maybe go bigger and better because they could have a higher budget and do a sequel to it. And people really love this film. I'm going to check it out. It's now on streaming. Well, not streaming, but like you could rent it or buy it. And I think that would be a great idea to capitalize this. Look, and then they say it's a rom-com. That's what people want. Glenn, I don't really care. We have so much fun together. We respect each other so much. He's such a hard worker. So they said they want to do another rom-com. It makes sense to not do original rom-com and not do the same character. It just be confusing. So anyone but you too. And they could put TOO and make it a little interesting. So I haven't seen anyone but you yet. I'm a big rom-com guy, so it's sad that I haven't. But who are you guys interested in that? Have you guys checked out the first Anyone But You? Let me know in the live stream and let me know in the comments below if you're watching this after. Let's see what the live chat has to say. I really like Blade Runner. Me too. I love Blade Runner. I was very surprised with Anyone But You. Okay. Are you down for a sequel, Reyes fan? I still haven't seen Anyone But You. Well, you're able to rent it now. Well, yeah, I think you have access to rent it too. That would sell me if Harrison Ford popped in. Okay. Me too. I don't normally like rom-coms. Really? Okay. I love rom-coms. That's one of my favorite genres. So I'm down for that. So I don't have a graphic for this one yet. Do I have a graphic for this one yet? I don't have a graphic for this one yet, but let's get into the trailer reactions. We got one trailer that came out today that I wanted to check out. This is, I forgot I had a poll. Hold on. Let me do that first. So this poll's been up for a little bit. 12 votes. Batman Beyond. Y'all 58% said live action. 41% says animated. Okay, that's fair. More people want live action. You guys don't like animated movies, man. But yeah, let's check out. No, I need to be bigger. Let's check out the second trailer for Alex Garland's Civil War. This is going to be an A24 produced film. Alex Garland, who's done Ex Machina, Annihilation, Men, 3 controversial but I think great movies. The story takes place in the United States in a not so distant future, has been dubbed a combination of movie, satirical war film, and elevated shooter. The story begins when 19 states of the United States have seceded from the Union and now it's made of factions, including the Florida Alliance, Western forces, which see California and Texas on the same side. The action follows a family, including Kirsten Dunst, as a war zone photographer making their way across the country gone bad. The cast includes Wagner Moura, Stephen McKinley Henderson, Kaylee Sweeney, Carl Klunsman, Sonia Mizuno, Jonica T. Gibbs, and Jess Mayhew. It's going to be produced by A24 and DNA Films. This is coming out April 12th. So let's check out the second official trailer for Citizen. Let's zoom in. Let's get a little bit of 1080p. Who want to watch this at what's that? What did that say? 720p. I don't want to watch the 720p. And right before this, in the live chat, are you going to check out Civil War? You gonna check out Civil War. Yes and no. Start poll. So yeah, this is going to be my reaction to this trailer number 2 for Civil War by A24. Let's do it.
Citizens of America, people of the Florida Alliance, and the Western forces of Texas and California will be welcomed back to these United States as soon as their illegal secessionist government is deposed.
Ooh.
You don't know what side they're fighting for. Someone's trying to kill us. We are trying to kill them.
Oh, the whistle of the American theme. That's genius. It's creepy. From sea. From Shining Sea. That's perfect. It looked like she was screaming the whistle. Woo. Civil War. I feel like they're holding back a lot. One thing I'll say is this trailer was solid, decent trailer, but it didn't have that oomph, that impact the first one did. It still looks good. I'm still excited to check it out. It's something different. It's A24, so you know it's gonna be something wild. And Alex Garland always does complicated films that will make you think and will be very, very, very complicated. So I'm really, really excited to check out this Civil War in April 12th. I think that it has an all-star cast. I think the concept of like a satirical but half serious war movie about what could happen if the country becomes truly divided and starts trying to make its own government is really, really exciting. And I think could be something that could be a top movie of the year. So I really, really enjoyed this trailer. I like the feel of it, and I'm really excited to check this out. Guys, let me know in the comments down below. Are you going to check out Civil War? Or did this trailer make you more excited? Did it make you least excited? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'm going to check out the live chat and say what they have to say. I gotta check out the sequel if they made it. Oh, okay, I'll go check out the sequel. I don't want to see a sequel. Oh, damn. I would like to check out a sequel as well. I love the first one, but I don't think it needs a sequel. Okay. You would have to put a maybe option. Also, my first real trailer reaction did decent. Nice. Like I was saying on Kenny's reaction video, early A24 could have a hit with this one. Yeah. Earlier, A24 could have a hit. This could be a huge hit for them in terms of mainstream and not like just the film cinephile people. This could be a huge hit that could have people talking like how people A24 films have talking, but like in a mainstream, not just us cinephiles. Like, oh my god, did you see that weird thing? This could be like, oh my god, this is crazy concept. Do you mind saying what the first one was about? I never heard of Civil War. Okay, so this movie is A24 produced film, which is a company that produces a lot of different crazy films, and directed by Alex Garland. And it is about a and it is the second trailer. So I don't know if you misheard me. This is not the second Civil War movie. This is the second trailer for this movie that's coming out. It's gonna be the first one of this movie. This is just the second trailer. The first trailer came out a couple weeks ago, maybe last year. I don't remember. And it's an original idea about some of the states succeeding, and I guess our political views finally separating the state and what feels like something that might actually happen in the near distant future. And this is like a group of people going across country to talk about what's happening and notate it and show it on camera and all the craziness that's going to cause. So that's what the film is about, and has like an all-star cast. Definitely want to check out Civil War because it really could happen, and that's what's scary. Exactly. yeah, so that was my reaction to Civil War. Like I said, drop all your comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bells, get notified for reviews, reactions, live discussions, and much, much more. I'm going to be moving on to our last couple topics real quick. And you already know how we do. We're gonna do this. We're gonna attack that box office, guys. We're gonna talk about the box office and hold up. Look at Zach. Mess it up. Box office mojo. Oops. Didn't have it up. Didn't have it up. I had so many tabs open that I forgot to put this out. All right. Hold on. Sorry, guys. This thing is there we go. So with the attack of the box office, what I do is I show you what your favorite movies or movies you're interested in doing at the box office, and then I'm going to talk about the narratives and what it means for maybe the careers, franchises, and creators behind it. So, wow, I'm fumbling the bag right here. Share this tab. Get off the Civil War trailer. Did I reset? I put it. Oh, let's see what you guys have to say about this poll before I do that. 6 votes said, are you going to check out Civil War? 6 of you guys said 100% yes. Okay. Nice. I'm happy to see that. It looks like an interesting movie. Let's go. So this weekend, which this was called a super weekend because it was Valentine's Day plus President's Day. So it was like a 6-day window for these movies to make money. And we had 2 movies battling out, a big franchise film in Madam Web and a musical biopic in Bob Marley's One Love. A lot of people thought that Madam Web was going to do like 60 million, 40 million, and One Love was going to do less than it actually did. And it was actually reversed. The love went to One Love. And yeah, Madam Web did way under what they expected. So this comes from Box Office Mojo, which is an arrogant site that shows the domestic box office and also the worldwide box office, but I focus on domestic. Bob Marley One Love is the #1 movie of the week and the weekend. Made $28 million at the box office while going wide. This is a Paramount Plus hit, and it's looking like it's going to be a big hit because it's 46 million total gross up until this date. It did a really good. It did way better than people expected. People thought it was going to do what Madam Web did, which was like 15 mil. And this ended up being the highest grossing film to come out on Valentine's Day, which is really interesting. So this was a movie people went on dates with. Madam Web, unfortunately, did really bad. People thought it was going to open with 30 mil, 35 mil, maybe 40. And it opened with 15 and total 23. Whew! So that's way under projections after all the bad, because both of these movies had bad reviews. Bob Marley One Love is not doing too great when it comes to reviews. Madam Web is doing really bad when it comes to reviews. But Bob Marley One Love got all the box office love. And it's coming with mixed reviews I'm seeing from YouTubers. Madam Web is a total disaster on all fronts. I think with Bob Marley, what this says for this film is that Ben Adair King, who's the star and played Bob Marley, he has a future and can get picked up and do things, because Secret Invasion wasn't a good look for him. He looked kind of bored in that. I think he looks great in here. He actually gets to reflect like the flexions and stuff like that of Bob Marley. And I think he was great in Barbie too. I think he stole the show a little bit when he got the chance. And I'm excited to see what he can do. I think this director of Bob Marley One Love also has a future because, hold on, Bob Marley One Love. I don't want to lie to you guys. His name is, this director is Reynold Marcus Green, who also directed King Richard, which also did really good at the box office and won awards. So I feel like this guy is on a roll. He also did Monsters and Men, which I heard was a good film, but I have not seen. But I saw King Richard, really good film, a film that won Will Smith his first Oscar and got heralded. And I think that he has a future and maybe getting picked up on doing a big film. A lot of people, I've seen people suggest that he should do the Miles Morales live action film. I'm not too sure about that because I don't know how he does with action. But maybe give him a chance because he knows how to make a crowd pleaser that's making money. A lot of people saying that Bob Marley One Love might be the first film of the year to cross $100 million. So that's big, especially a Black leading film during Black History Month, during Valentine's Day. I think it was the perfect mix for this film. It looked like Valentine's Day did really good for Argyle because it only dropped 21%. Still a disaster because it's only at 36 mil. It's a $200 million film. So Argyle, Matthew Vaughn, I don't know. I don't think people are going to give him that much money again. Henry Cavill has stuff lined up, so he should be fine. Bryce Dallas Howard is fine. She has a future in directing. I don't know if she's going to star in a movie again. And Sam Rockwell as well. I don't know if he's going to star. He's usually supporting, so we'll see. But I think Matthew Vaughn's going to have to go to like some lower budget films maybe, because of the way this got attacked. But I think that everybody else is kind of fine. I think Apple just has had a bad string with Killers, Argyle, and Napoleon all being 200 million and just not doing good at the box office. Migration, people thought it was going to be a flop because a lot of people weren't talking about it, but it actually went up 30% in terms of sales, and now it's at 114 million on a $77 million budget. Not bad. Chosen season 4, episode 4 to 6, is still in the top 10. Made 3 million, is a total of 4 million domestically. What I want to talk about this and the narrative here. Recently, the theaters are looking for what they can do to bring people back to the theaters, diversify the content. And I think one of the big things is faith-based content. So we've been seeing Journey Bethlehem and other faith-based films coming out, creeping into the top 10, doing well, staying for weeks. And this is a TV show just dropping a couple episodes and people are going to check it out. And I think that this is an opportunity for people who are different faiths to drop these films. I think Indian cinema is starting to get into it too, and we're starting to see Indian films, Bollywood, Tollywood films get into the top 10 and get some recognition. RR being the one that was really huge. I think that's an opportunity for them to do that. And I think movies that are surrounded on music, like concert films, I think is there. And I think Taylor Swift one did really well. Beyonce one did okay. I think that there's an opportunity for other people to do it, and it can open up to like comedy films and maybe even wrestling to go into there, so that we can get some diversity in what's going on in the movie theater to bring people back in. Wonka went up 15%. Could have happened to a better movie. I guess people went to go see this instead of Madam Web, and it's a great movie. It's way better than Madam Web. It's at 209 million, and worldwide it's at 600 million. I think this is going to help Timothée Chalamet's career greatly, because a lot of people are going to see this when his streaming go, wow, he's great in this, and then go see Dune and see that he's a completely different character in Dune, and that's going to show his range. It's going to give him opportunities out the wazoo. I'm really happy for him, and I think he's holding out on doing the Wonka 2 because he wants Dune to be a hit, and then he'll be like, yo, pay me the big bucks. You saw I carried Wonka, I carried Dune. It's time for me to give me the big money for Wonka 2 and then Dune Part 3. Beekeeper still in the top 10, almost 60 million. Even though it's available for rent, people are still going to the movie theaters to check it out. Anyone But You didn't get a huge boost. They added in a Valentine's Day's version for Anyone But You. Didn't get a huge boost. Didn't drop too hard, only 9%. It's at 84 million. Not bad for a rom-com, man. I think it's over 100 million worldwide. I think it's 189 million worldwide. So it did really, really well on a $20 million budget, or 25 million. So that's big for Sydney Sweeney. That's big for Glenn Powell. No one's really talking about the director for this, but it might be big for the director for Anyone But You. Let's look who that is. Because it wasn't just them. The director, who is Will Gluck, who I've never heard of. He did Friends with Benefits and Easy A. Oh my God. And the Peter Rabbit films. Okay. I love Friends with Benefits. I love Easy A. So he did that 2014 Annie. That movie was okay. He did Fire It Up, which is a funny film. So he has a good track record. So this may help him. This may help him a lot. Lisa and Frankenstein, unfortunately, is a flop. It's already losing theaters. They're probably going to put it on streaming to rent soon. It's only making 7 million. Not great for that film. I thought it was a really fun film. I thought it was great. I loved it, but unfortunately, Not a good look for Cole Sprouse and Catherine Newton in terms of drawing in people. And it's not a great look for the writer-director duo of Diablo Cody and Zelda Williams. But I think that people will say it had good reviews, so I think they will get work again, but they got to find the right project and maybe the right actors. So hopefully these people get work again, because Catherine Newton was great in this, and I think the writing and directing was pretty solid. And then to round out the top 10 is Land of the Bad, which is a film I've been hearing about across like the community. A lot of people saying it's terrible. Some people said it was not bad. I saw good reviews some places, saw bad reviews other places. It's starring like an all-star cast, which blows my mind, but it only made $1 million. I'm not sure the budget, but it also wasn't talked about a lot. So, you know, not a lot of people were even knowing about this film. And the rest of the thing is Mean Girls, American Fiction, Poor Things, kind of these films kind of slowly coming out of the theaters because they're on digital. Aquaman Lost Kingdom doing really, really well for the hype that it had. Did really, really well. It's going to be on HBO Max soon. Night Swim ended up doing okay with 31 million. The Taste of Things, Boys in a Boat, Zone of Interest starting to slowly come out. It's on going to be on streaming soon and stuff like that. So yeah, those are all the narratives and things like that are going on. If you have any questions about the box office, drop them in the comments down below and I'll talk to you about it. And if you're in the live chat, let me know. Let's see what the live chat has to say. Is it bad that I feel like people will think it's too agenda based, like Leave the World Behind was? I can see that. I could definitely see people thinking it's agenda based. So for someone who doesn't live in America, it definitely looks very confusing with who's who. But still check it out though. Yeah, hopefully for people who don't live in America, they check it out and explain it well. Madam Web was my most liked movie review so far this year. I think a lot of people were on that, looking at reviews of that. Oh man, Madam Web was something else. Oh Lord. Yeah, it was a movie. The Beekeeper, though, was excellent. I loved it so much. I didn't even bother to watch Wonka, though. Wonka's so good. Watch Wonka. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised if Bob Marley is #1 this week. I don't think any new films have that much buzz. Yeah, the only thing I can see maybe because Ordinary Angels is getting such buzz is the only thing, because Jive Away Dolls does not even have enough showings to even come close. So Ordinary Angels, is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. It's the only movie I think that can maybe unseat it, but Bob Marley's probably going to win. Nah, Jive Away Dolls is not going to do it. It's the even in New York, which is a big movie going place, it's not having a lot of showings. I only had one showing for Friday, and it was at 8:00. Insane. I've rarely seen advertisement for it, Dave. Yeah, it's only in the movie theaters I see advertisements. Ordinary Angels could shock folks. I know the faith-based folks will go see this movie. Yeah, and it's people saying it's one of the best ones. Okay, let's move on to our last topic before the Q&A. Did it even put up the... Oh, I think I had this. Did I have this up here? I don't think I did. Great. What's coming out this week? This is not going to be too long because it ain't much. It ain't much coming out this week. I really want to highlight a few things that I looked at that's actually coming out this week. So let me show my screen. Coming out this week in movie theaters, Ordinary Angels, which we were talking about, which could be a very big surprise for a lot of people. Hilary Swank is starring. Alan Richardson is in there. It could be a big thing. A lot of people are giving it solid reviews, saying it's a really, really good film. Drive Away Dolls, a film that I have tickets for. I'm excited to see. I don't think it's going to do that well because even though it's wide release and it has such a big cast, Pedro Pascal's in it, Margaret Qualley, Beanie Feldstein, who I just found out is who's the guy from Superbad? Oh my god. Oh, I can't remember his name. But his sister, didn't know that. Coleman Domingo's in it. Ethan Cohen. I was like, this has such a big cast. Why is this not getting wider release? Jonah Hill. Beanie Feldstein is Jonah Hill's sister. Did not know that. History of Evil. It's coming out on Shudder, which is big and people are looking towards. And I think that might be it. Everything else about Dry Grass I've been hearing about. Something to look out for if you don't want to see any of those other movies. And other than that, that's pretty much it for the week. If you're not interested in Ordinary Angels, Darway Dolls, take this weekend to see something that you haven't seen yet. That's basically what it is. And then coming out already for if you want to stream at home, if you're not going to the theaters, this Tuesday, which is today, the Oscar nominated film, a film that's getting a lot of momentum. Zone of Interest is able to, you could buy it now on Amazon and wherever you buy films. I know it was hard for a lot of people to see this film in theaters because it's very limited. It's now online and it might be going to HBO Max in May. Anything But You is now also available to buy. Should be going on Netflix in May. But if you wanted to check out what the hype was, Mean Girls 2024 is available for buy and rent. Should be on Paramount Plus pretty soon, saying March 2024. Freud's Last Session, which is a film that came out early this year, or early last year, I guess, late last year. I didn't get to check out. It's available to buy and rent now. Memory, also another film that came late last year, able to buy and rent for pretty cheap. And a biography, Orlando My Political, which is I heard it was pretty good. It's also available to buy and rent. So those are the films that you look forward to if you want to check it out. Let's see. And Raven Fan said Stop Motion comes out this week from IFC as well. I think I saw that on my list before. But yeah, it's not much coming out to deep dive into the February movies like I usually do. So I'm going to go into the Q&A where you guys can ask me anything for the next 15 minutes. I'm going to stop at 10. Let me see. I know you guys had questions from before. Let me go into what your questions were more. Dave Show says, I got a question for you. How do you mentally handle when review series start taking with every upload? How do you mentally handle when review series start tanking with every upload? Do you just cut your losses or you hope it turns around? Tanking. So I usually don't do long review series. So like, this is gonna be my first time doing a review series. So like right now is my first time doing the Lord of the Rings stuff. So I have to get back to you. I think that I'll do it and then process what I have to do to make sure it does better next time. Take it as a learning experience. That's what I think you should do. When you're doing something on your YouTube channel, you believe in it, you want it to be successful, do it, and then get feedback from your community and see what you have to do better next time. Go use search engines, see if people are even searching for it. If it's something that people are not searching for, then you probably shouldn't have started the review series in the first place. Yes, sir. I am a Zach. And quick question: out of all the movies you talked about today, what one movie that you want to recommend to me? Oh wow! Out of all the movies that I talked about today, what can I recommend to a fellow Zach? Damn, I talked about a lot of stuff today. What did we talk about today that I can recommend that he could watch right now? Because a lot of movies we talked about today, nostalgia, aren't coming out yet. So I would say if you're in the mood to go to the movie theaters, go watch Lisa Frankenstein. If you like weird horror comedies, it's really, really fun. Go see Dune. We were talking about Dune. Go watch Dune Part 1. I recommend that highly. That over Lisa Frankenstein. You can watch that at home. Watch Dune Part 1 for the first time to prepare for Dune Part 2. And it seems like you don't know about A24. Maybe you do and just didn't know about Civil War. Go check out some A24 films to diversify your portfolio in terms of films. I think that'll be very interesting for you. They have some very interesting films. Collective Movie Man said, but I found out that if you buy the 4K Italy edition, you can't even use a 4K movie because it's region locked, but you can use Blu-ray as long region free Blu-ray player. Okay. Yeah, I have a PS5, so it's free region. So even if it's region B or region A, I can still watch it. Obithorn Alliance. What movies are you most excited for this year? So far, obviously Dune Part 2, Deadpool 3. What is coming out this year? I haven't done an anticipated movies of the year list video. Movies of 2024. Nosferatu by Robert Eggers. I'm excited for. What else is coming out? Okay, most anticipated movies 2024. Oh, what's this called? That new Mad Max movie with what's her name? Anya Taylor-Joy. Oh, Imaginary. I know a lot of people say it looks bad. It looks fun to me. Kung Fu Panda 4. Ghostbusters: A Frozen Empire. Arthur the King. Oh yeah, Godzilla versus Kong: The New Empire. The new Planet Kingdom of the Planet of Apes. Oh, Monkey Man. I'm really excited for that film. Civil War, obviously. Abigail looks like a really fun. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare looks really, really fun. Challengers with Zendaya looks really crazy. The Fall Guy, I'm really excited for. What else is hot? Furiosa, the Garfield movie, which a lot of people are not talking about. Ballerina, if that ever comes out, with Anna de Armas, the John Wick spinoff. Hitman with Glenn Powell looks really, really cool. Quiet Place Day 1. Despicable Me 4. Long Legs with Nicolas Cage and Mia, what's her name? No, Micah Monroe. Twisters looks really interesting. I already said Deadpool and Wolverine. And yeah, Alien Romulus. I think those are the ones I'm really excited about. I think Beetlejuice I might be excited for too. Oh, and Transformers 1, the animated Transformers movie. I'm really excited to see what they do with that. Oh yeah. And what's it called? Joker 2. I don't know how to say the French name. Yeah, so that's some of the films that I'm really, really excited about. After having my last stream blocked, copyright. Okay, we were talking about it. What did you do in the stream, Dave, that they said they blocked? Talk to me. X-Men 97 looks great. Justice for Rogue Booty, though. Oh, God. Stop wishing a cartoon character had a big old booty. Hey, Zach, good to see you live. Hey, what's up, Court Lords? I don't know if you're still here. What are your top 3 movies you're looking for this year? Oh, well, if you want me to narrow it down to 3, it's Dune Part 3, Monkey Man, and Deadpool versus Wolverine. That would be my 3 films out of the ones I stated. I do recommend the Bob Marley movie since I don't listen to his music. I thought it was good. Okay. Hey, Zach, I need your help. I'm trying to decide what I should do when I should buy when I get on tax back. I'm debating on buying a PlayStation 5 or a computer. Well, it depends on what you want. Do you want just to get a PlayStation 5 for the fun, or do you want to get a computer to help you edit your videos and do stuff for YouTube? Depends on what you want to do. Either way, is one's pleasure, one can be partially pleasure, one for like helping you with your hobby. So it really depends. I don't know what you want to do. I'll be watching Madam Web, and I know it's going to be not that good of a movie, but I'm very curious how bad it is. I'm interested to see you guys' opinions on it, especially. Oh my God, how am I forgetting his name? Luke? No, you're Luke. You're probably Luke. Damn, I forgot his name. What's one piece of advice you would give me for my channel? Whoa, Kenny Sparks, you said good night. Why would you do this to me? One piece of advice I would give you for your channel. Believe in your ideas. Believe in your ideas and push through. Believe in your ideas. Take the time to enjoy your moments. Don't freak about numbers, because in retrospective, when we look at your numbers of the month in the group chat, you're doing amazing. In the community, I don't want to put you on a pedestal because we talked about that before, but in the community, look, like I've been doing this 2 years. I'm only at 840 subs, and you already passed 1,000, and you're on your way. You're probably going to get to 2,500 by the end of the year at the pace you're at. Doing really, really good. Your watch hours is going up. You have something there. People like you. You're a small channel, so don't expect tons of comments and stuff like that. But just you have the acting series. Do that. It's great. Your first acting video did really well. You have the state of the franchise. Invest in that. These are the things that make you stand out amongst everybody. You know, trailer reactions, everyone does trailer reactions. Movie reviews, everyone does movie reviews. Throwback reviews, not everyone does it, but a lot of people are doing it. But breaking down acting, talk about movie tubers, and such a big community. That's something that's unique. To steep into the uniqueness and figure out how to make them widespread. Like, so work on those and figure out how to get to as much people as possible. That's what the only advice I say. Do the things that make your channel unique, so people feel like I have to sub to him because I'm not getting this from anybody else. That's my advice to you, because you're great. Hey, Zach, I wanted to ask you, do you like my reactions to Super Bowl trailers that I did? And I don't know if you got my question in the live chat about what I should buy. Oh, I already did that. Collective Movie Man, I think that's something that you should DM me on Instagram about, and we could talk about. We could talk about that. If you want to talk about it on live stream, if you want me to break it down on live stream about your trailer reactions that you did, let me know down below and I will do it. But if you want to talk one-on-one outside of live stream, let me know. Mad Max Furioso. Thank you, Obi. I'm so excited to see Dune Part 2 this Sunday for fan screening. I'm going to. Hopefully. I might have to cancel it. I'm interested in The Watchers. M. Night's daughter directing a horror film. Ooh, M. Night Shyamalan's daughter is directing a horror film. What is it called? The Watchers? Hold up. I didn't hear about that. 2024 film. Holy crap. This is way too zoomed in. I don't need to zoom in for me. Ishana Shyamalan is distributed by Warner Brothers. Wow. Obviously, M. Night Shyamalan is going to be a mysterious creature stalk a young artist and 3 strangers in an Irish forest. That's all we got. Okay, it's coming out in June. Okay. Dakota Fanning is in it. Oh. I'm very interested. You just put that on my radar. I'm really excited to see that. You know, another movie I'm excited to see is Chris Stuckman's movie, Shelby Oaks. I want to see his vision and see what he does when he got to take his time and got to actually do a movie he wanted to do. What do you think is the hardest thing about YouTube, and what do you think is the easiest thing? The hardest thing about YouTube for me personally is just making the time to do everything I want. I can do the YouTube stuff. It's just making the time, because I have work. I have my like regular stuff that I want to do this for fun. And I have a family members that I have to tend to. So just making the time and not sacrificing them, because I did that for a lot of time. And I don't get to see my friends as much as I want to, just hang out, because I'm going to movies, I'm editing and stuff like that. So just making the time. If I can make YouTube my full-time job, it'll be easier, because then I can just that 8 hours I'm at work, I can work on YouTube for those 8 hours. Do so many different videos. I want to do video essays. I have 3 video essay ideas I want to do. Finding the time to record them. Doing Attacking Zacks. Doing my Throwback Thursdays. So much content I could give you guys. And doing only member videos. I want to do that because I want to make the channel memberships something great. The easiest thing was, I guess, trailer reactions. I think trailer reactions are pretty easy to do. But then again, people don't watch my full trailer reactions. They only the retention is not that great on those. So I got to figure out how to make my trailer reactions more watchable and better and not shitty. What movie that you decided that you've been changed your mind on rating on, positively or negative? That's a good question. What movie have I seen that I changed my rating on? Let me check. I feel like that's happened in 2024. I had something high up. I think my rating for Infinity Pool is not as low as it was before. I started thinking about it, and I think I liked it a little bit more than I said. It's still not great, but maybe Infinity Pool changed a little bit. Um, what else? Super Mario Brothers movie I had really high. I ended up lowering that down in my list. It was in my top 5. Now it's number 65. That went down negatively. Um, Evil Dead Rise went up. Yeah, I think those are the examples that I can give of movies that I saw last year that changed kind of how I felt. I feel like the movie that I had in my top 5 that I like kind of the Guardians of the Galaxy. After seeing it the second time, I lowered that down too. Yeah, that's a couple movies from just last year that I lowered down, that I reviewed, and maybe I don't have it so high. So basically, I had some former coworkers come in and start issues, but my household was watching NCIS loud. Both combos did it. Oh, okay. Got you. So that's you know, that sucks because sometimes you can't control what happens in your household. So I hear you. But definitely still stream, man. It helps with watch hours. How's your movie goal going? It is not going great. I have so many movies that came out this year that I haven't gotten to see. I'm trying to slowly watch it. I might actually watch a movie after this stream. And guys, I want to say that Throwback Thursdays will come back. It's just been hard with everything coming out. I'm going to get the review out for Lord of the Rings 2 Towers soon. I'm either going to watch a movie or I'm going to watch Lord of the Rings. I did 2 streams, so I think I'm going to just watch a movie and relax. But yeah, that movie will be coming out. That review either going to be coming out this Thursday or going to come out next week. I got to get it out. And I want to watch the other stuff and get them out. I'm going to start bringing them back because it's one of my favorite things to do. No problem, Kenny. And you know what, Kenny? I have the same question for you. You can answer it in the live chat if you want to, or you can message me in the group chat, our group chat together. What you think that, the same question you had for me. What was it? Where is it? No, that's not it. Which one? What is your piece of advice for me for my channel? I ask the same advice to you and everybody in the live chat. Give me, if you have any advice for me, let me know. Constructive criticism, please. I'm going to read a book of Dune 1 so I understand the movie more because I personally thought the book will explain a lot more and just go into more detail and will. Okay, it will be better. That's fair. That's fair. If you need more context of what's going on, makes sense to me. I heard for Shelby Oaks is only getting major city release, so I'll probably have to watch it at home. Got you. Yeah, I can see that. I had Night Swim at a 3.5. I don't know what I was thinking. I bumped it down to a 3. That's fair. I think I started at a 3. Not going to go any higher, not going to go any lower. Dune Part 2, Kingdom Planet 8, Joker 2, Deadpool 3, Ballerina, Quiet Place, Twisters, Fall Guy, Beetlejuice, Part 1 and 2, Horizon, American Saga. Okay. I don't really care if you tell me on here. It doesn't bother me. Okay. So, collecting movie, and when it comes to trailer reactions, I think what people want to see is your face reacting to the trailer and the trailer posted on the video and not like a recording of it on the TV. I think that if you want them to gain traction and people to watch them and really like give you feedback and stuff like that and enjoy it, because you got to think about, you want people to enjoy it, not just to do it, just do it. You got to try to find a traditional way to do it, even if it's quick, and give a little bit more of your thoughts. I think that's what it is. Try to have it where we can see you, and you put the trailer on there. Download the trailer, put it on the video, edit it in, and stuff like that. The way you have it now, I don't think it's gonna hit the way you want it to hit. I'm heading out now. Have a great night. Have a great night, man. Go to sleep. Don't forget to ask me that question. What's the advice you'd give me? Yo, ever since I left my job, they hate support. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. They can be hating. You gotta progress. They should be happy for you that you're trying to progress. Okay, one last poll before I go. Did you guys Okay, I'm gonna just move. Okay. My advice is get rich. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. So before I go, and while you guys answer the poll if you want to, I'm gonna thank my channel members. So people on the producer tier, these are people who are on the first tier. Producer just decided to support the channel with their money and wanted to help me out. So have you seen with T? Spoiler Kings, DJ Family Nerds, Zeke, Basic Moose, Mayan, Della Movies. Move this Q&A thing. Screen Reviews, Collective Movie Man, On My Mind, and Ted's Made This. I'm going to have to update that a little bit because it's changed. But thank you all you guys who've been on channel members. Appreciate all of you. And people who's on the screenwriter tier, these people have access to my Discord. And they get member live streams. I'm going to be starting that soon next month. Thank you guys, Kenny Sparks, Clay Poindexter, and Dark Movies. Appreciate you guys for the support. And yeah. Hey, no pressure, man. I appreciate you just being in my live chats, commenting on my videos, and helping me out. There's no pressure. I don't want you to feel bad because you're not a channel member. But if you do end up being a channel member and you can, I appreciate you. I know you're doing your thing. You're striving to make money on YouTube, so I understand. So guys, this was I'll be a member too, I promise. I just also run in channel 2 and it's hard to do both. You think yeah, it is. It's tough. I try to watch everybody's videos. It's tough. I'm gonna do my best to come. Oh, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you, Nostalgia, fellow Zach. So I'm gonna just do shout outs real quick. Nostalgia, thank you for being in this live stream so much. Go check him out. He was awesome. I'm gonna actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna end the poll. Boom. 6 votes, and everyone said yay. If y'all said no, I would have been mad. Nostalgia time. Oh, your channel is not coming up. Is this you right here? Is that you? No. I don't think that's your channel. Is that your channel, Nostalgia Time? Do you have a different logo? I'm confused. That logo is different from I'm not sure. But yeah, I'll find you Nostalgia Time so I can sub to you. But yeah, Nostalgia Time, Collective Movie Man, Kenny Sparks. All these guys are awesome YouTubers. Obi Thorn Alliance. Dave Show, obviously, awesome guy being here. Yes, Ravens O's fan 89, Ryan, my guy. Who else was in the live chat that I could shout out? There was a couple people. Have you seen with T? Where is his? I just saw him say something. There we go. Go check him out. We need to get him to 100 subscribers. I think Dell on Movies was in here for a while. Appreciate you. Kal-El Daily, appreciate you. You'll go sub to him. There's cool shorts. Dell on Movies. We're gonna be working together soon the next month, so that's gonna be fun. Cult Lords, thank you for joining the live stream, man. Go check them out. They're awesome. They've been doing it for a while. 2 awesome dudes that do great fun trailer reactions and skits and reviews. Yeah, Chillmonger dropped in for a little bit. Appreciate him. Noah came in for a little bit. Definitely go check him out. He be interviewing directors and stuff like that. He's dope. Yeah, I think that's everybody. Want to say once again, I appreciate. Let me see last few questions. I will definitely consider buying a computer. I just hope I can find one for $400 that will do what I need to do for streaming and editing. It's gonna be hard for $400. My computer was $1,200, but I broke it up over time. With Best Buy, 2 years, and I just paid $55 a month. So maybe that's something you can look into it, financing it. I thought about saying no. Oh god, nay. Oh shoot, put nostalgia time and then twisted metal. Oh, okay. Nostalgia time, twisted metal. Oh, there you are. Okay. 1,000 subscribers. My guy. And it looks like you do some comic book stuff. Okay. You doing good. All right. Just sub to you, man. I will check out some of your content. Hope you enjoy whatever movie you watch. Thank you, man. Mickey 17's got moved to 2025. Damn. Hope the Lord of the Rings into Two Towers gets at least a B plus. Ooh, might have to put a poll out and see what people think. But yeah, thank you guys. This is way past the 15 minutes. I really appreciate everybody in the live chat wanting to talk to me. You guys have a good night. Be on the lookout for my Drive Away Dolls review. Be on the lookout for my Dune Part 2 review. Be on the lookout for Attacking Zach episode 3 or 3, 4, either episode 3 or 4. I think it's 3. Be on the lookout for more content coming, and obviously live streams and everything. And I got some collabs coming through. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.